Hey Quilties, Karen Marchetti here. It's time for another block breakdown, and this episode we're doing something a little different. We're revisiting the Ohio Star, which was block breakdown number 1, and I'm going to show you how you do the single block design, but we're going to do it in a continuous pattern across the row. So the path of the design is going to change a little. It'll still be one single start-stop for the entire row. I'm going to share 2 of the designs from block 1 with you. And like always, there's a printable, and you're going to use a clear sheet protector or dry erase pen. I'm actually going to draw this one on the computer just this month. I'll go back to drawing regularly soon. But for now, just follow along, use your printable, and I can't wait to get started. Okay, so we are ready to do this as one continuous row. And I'm going to start here. And the reason I'm starting here, which is totally different than what I showed you when we did the single block, is because we're going to assume this is the first row of the quilt. And if I put my needle down and start here, I'll be able to do this whole row continuously, then advance the quilt and be ready to start the next row. And so that's 2 rows with just one start and stop. Because people say I'm ingenious, I say I'm lazy. But either way, we'll go on now. So we're going to start with this block right here. And once I'm here, I'm going to do my center. Because if you know me, I tend to forget my centers. I get so excited to start doing the blocks, and the next thing you know it, I missed the entire center. So if I do it first, it's done. And this block is fairly easy because it's just loops. Some go in, some go out. So we'll keep looping around. When I get to here, I'm going to stop. This section of the block will be done when we come back. Okay. So from here, I'll continue into the next block. Again, do my center first. Do each section of the block. Just looping around. And I'll stop here again. Do the last section of this row. You just get a little loop crazy. But, loops are fun to me. They fill a lot of space quickly, and you get into a little groove. So now we did that entire block, and now we're ready to continue back and just fill in the rest of this where we skipped. And cut through again. And now I'm ready to advance to the next row. So that is the first block done as an entire row. All right, so now we are on the second block, the second design. We're going to start here, same reasoning as the last block so that we can advance to the next row. So we'll come up here. When I'm here, I'm going to do my center. And now we'll come out. Do the next sections of the block. And here we're going to cut through into the next block. Again, leaving this spot for when we return. So just methodically, I guess is the word, go around just doing each section. And we'll cut through. And now we're going to come back and fill in those last little sections. And do you see what happened here? I forgot to put my swirl in. So yes, unfortunately, sometimes you'll have to come in and do a start and stop. So that's why it's really good to pay attention and fill in those areas. It's not the end of the world. It just makes more time consuming because you have to tie off and put a piece of your design in there. So when you're on your way back, always make sure to pay attention. And it's usually something like this that I'll forget. Put a little swirl in there. But I wanted you to see that, I do that too. So not a big deal. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Block Breakdown, where we did a continuous path across the entire row on the Ohio Star. Well, we did two different ones, two different designs. And I'll see you again next episode. Take care.